Thanks for joining us from the Ohio AgNet Voice You Know With the News You Trust studio, sponsored by BASF, where the performance of Veltima fungicide can take your best results even farther. Joining me is Jenny Crabtree, Vice President Communications at American Dairy Association Mideast. And Jenny, a big day has already passed. We've had the butter sculpture unveiling. What kind of questions do you get in just the first day here at the fair?
Well, everyone wants to know what we do with the butter after the fair. It is probably the most popular question that we get. And I'm happy to say that the butter is recycled. So we work with a company to take the butter, refine it into an ingredient that's then made into other non-edible products like greases, oils, lubricants, things of that nature. Yeah,
at one point I knew it went into biodiesel, but I can't be sure of that each year. So the theme, how long have you known the theme? I knew we were going to be building, but I guess when did the theme actually become concrete, if you will?
So we typically don't even choose the theme until the early part of the year. But this particular theme, we had a pretty strong feeling that we were going to go that route. We've been so excited to be a part of all of the renovations here on the fairgrounds that it just seemed, it just really seemed fitting to this year focus on just leaning into those exciting changes.
When you said strong feeling, jumped in my head. Dairy producers have that feeling about having this here at the fair and being able to communicate and tie into things. And of course, it's talked about at other parts of the country all the time. The Ohio State Fair, what is the butter sculpture this year?
Absolutely. I mean, this is Ohio dairy industry celebration, right? So the butter cow and calf have been a tradition of the fair for years and years and years. And it's something that I think not only do fairgoers look forward to, but Ohio's dairy farmers do too. It's a way to really help highlight what Ohio's dairy farmers do. We've got lots of displays within the building, in addition to the butter cow, that help tell that story to consumers.
Jenny, thanks for having us in today, and always fun to see what the butter sculpture is going to be and talk to people about it while we're here. Today's weather brought to you by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance online at seedconsultants.com. Here's the forecast.
We've got a scorcher underway here for the balance of your afternoon. I'm Chief Meteorologist Ryan Martin. Quick forecast update for you. Pretty easy here. Hot and humid. Triple-digit heat indices likely across most of Ohio through the rest of this afternoon. Now, the good news is those heat indices should come down a little bit tomorrow. Not because it's all of a sudden not as humid. No, it's going to be just as humid tomorrow, but we are seeing some cloud cover and moisture come in, decreasing the intensity of the sun just a little bit. Showers and thunderstorms for tomorrow, Saturday, and early Sunday. I think we can see anywhere from 1/2 to 2 inches of rain across the state by the time we are done with all of that. I'm Ryan Martin.
And thanks, Ryan. Coming up on the calendar on Monday, we'll be at the Wood County Fair, all thanks to Axis Seeds Ohio and their county fair tour. They'll make their next check presentation at the Wood County Fair. Also, don't forget lots of activities at the Ohio State Fair in both the junior side and the open show side. So check out all of those things online at ohiostatefair.com. Back with more after this.
When you're buying seed, there's more to a transaction than money. You're exchanging time and trust, hoping each decision adds up at harvest. Seed consultants sales professionals don't take that lightly. With products made to excel in the Eastern Corn Belt and agronomic knowledge that stands up to the test, we're all about the same things you are: reliability and results. Buy into a better seed experience. Visit seedconsultants.com to view our corn and soybean lineup.
Friday, July 25th is Recovery Ohio's Mental Health Day at the Ohio State Fair. Visit the Department of Mental Health and Addiction Services, the Department of Insurance, and other state agency booths. Join us on Friday, July 25th for Recovery Ohio's Mental Health Day at the Ohio State Fair. We'll see you there.
Time now for the Midday Market Analysis, provided by Leist Mercantile and sponsored by Brandt, helping growers take control for over 70 years.
This is Ryan Metzger with Leist Mercantile, providing you with your USDA announced export sales update for the week ending July 17th. So with the old crop season nearing its end, the weekly export sales we will need to see in order to meet the USDA's expectations for 25-26 exports on corn will need to be 1.045 million metric tons. On soybeans, we'll need to see weekly sales of 766,000 metric tons, and on wheat, we will need to see weekly sales of 242,000 metric tons. Please visit our website at leistmercantile.com to learn more about our grain marketing program and crop insurance service.
And thanks, Ryan. Today's market's brought to you by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance online at seedconsultants.com. September corn up 2.5 at $4.01. December up 2 at $4.20. The August soybeans down 1.5 pennies at $10.0425. November had been higher, now unchanged at $10.22 3/4. September wheat down 1/4 cent at $5.40 1/4 penny. December down 3/4 at $5.60 1/2. In livestock, August cattle down $2.07 at $224.95. October cattle down $2.05 at $221.45. August lean hogs down 22 cents at $108.22. October down 37 at $90.52. September feeder cattle down $3 at $328.90. October also down $3 at $327.65. Thanks for joining us from the Dairy Products Building, home of the Butter Cow. This is the Ohio AgNet.